sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Brady going to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Crowd getting into the bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw there taken in by Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing, Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in him as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Play number 9 of the drive coming up. And they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Norris. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'll take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It's a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On play action, now Brady. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. LaVisca Chenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Sanders a first down, still going. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Middle of the field, breakaway. Touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute baller out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence is right there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Pressure comes and down it goes. Javon Hargrave coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Here facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there in 2nd and 11. Play action, now it's Brady. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump out and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive. Let's go, get him on the ground.
These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Trying. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come in. Those eyes get real wide, don't they?
The anticipation on the play, reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run. And the rush coming, and he's taken down. Alexander came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Norris. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
On 1st down, Brady to Chenault on the slant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run right side with Hunt. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Line 15. Line 15.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8. Watch the team. Watch the team. Like the team. Up. 60 back. 60 back. Let's keep those sticks moving.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Second and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been down perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. to Jefferson on the slant. And they're going to stop it short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what?
And take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown.
The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking at and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Brady. Flush to his right. He's got Smith here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman, and have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as it gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now flags come in here. Look like one of the Eagles might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Watch the play. He's checking. Cross. 19, 5. Get that quarterback.
Back to throw again. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. Oh, he fakes the spike. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. Dallas Goddard in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Wiggles free. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
15 is the mark. 15. I got you.
Looking to throw. his shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Brady to throw. Incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Shotgun now for Brady. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Vikings 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. An option handoff given to Sanders. After getting stumped on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored when their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Down left side on the swing pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to thank the guys on D.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at the 10-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll start by running the option to the right, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2nd and 13. Complete. Smith has it. A reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. Steps away to his left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Swings this out for Hope. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
All day, baby.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Brady. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Brady to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time he's going backwards. After the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down and touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt. Now Jones. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball, he's off. The defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run with Sanders off the option. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run with Sanders off the option. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 about the 4. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense